Hey guys, this is P.M.R.Bonez88, and today for my next superhero movie review that I'll be talking about today is Spider-Man. The director Sam Raimi directed this first film. It also stars Tobey Maguire, Kristen Dunst, James Franco, and Willem Dafoe. I have to say, I was like really excited and very shocked to see the very first film ever to be like on the big screen, Spider-Man. I was like very excited. I was dying to see this movie. It was action, adventure, and based on the comic books, and that's what I wanted to see. Like every single comic book issues that I always read or collected them back then when I was a kid. Because the reason why I like this film, because it kept the story like based off the comics, and seeing Peter Parker going from a average ordinary teenage boy to the pro wrestler, and then to a superhero. So that's what it was. That's where it was going step by step, talking about the origin of Spider-Man, and that's what I was looking for. And that was my, and I was surprised, and I was really happy to see this. But I have to give it some feedbacks, like the Green Goblin. With the suit, I mean, I wasn't really too thrilled of it. I would expect to at least be more like realistic of this Goblin. Like he would have wore like a rubber mask to make him be more look of the Goblin, like more of a Green Goblin in the comic book strip, and add more like the purple hat and the purple shoes, like Christmas shoes or elfish like. That's what I was expecting, but I mean, it was okay. I mean, with the helmet and trying to be much more armory and futuristic going on now. Um, that's why I didn't really like the Green Goblin's new look, but it was okay. But Willem Dafoe playing as Norman Osborn and the Green Goblin, he took this role like real serious and real awesome. And along with the story background with Peter like going to a class trip, and next thing you know he gets bitten by a radioactive spider, and he starts to get like a little, at first he gets a little sick and a little drowsy or something, like he's all pale, real skinny. But after the next day he gets all buffed up, he doesn't have to wear the glasses, his eyesight is now perfect, he can see well. I mean, at first with the web shooters, he didn't have the web shooters at all. He had these webs coming out of his wrist now, instead of using the web shooters anymore back in the comic books. Now he like has these webs that comes out of his wrist. I mean, at first at first it was creepy, like having the webs coming out of it and not making the web shooters. But I mean, it was pretty cool. Now to talk about the love interest, like the love interest between Peter Parker and Mary Jane. I mean, at first, like he was always shy. He wanted to talk to her face to face, but always wanted to ask her out. But at first, he was very shy, like just a very shy boy. He was like really kind of nervous just to ask her out. But even though he always gets picked on by this one tough dude named Flash Thompson in the school scene during the hallway. But also, his best friend, of course, Harry Osborn, is always like help him out, always back him up or defends him. He also lives with his Aunt May now, his Aunt May and his Uncle Ben. But unfortunately, when during the pro wrestling scene, in the wrestling match scene where he fights over Bonesaw and then he gets the money, but unfortunately the guy rips him off. So the thief, however, took all the money. He should have done something, but all he wanted was like payback out of him, since he didn't give him the money. So his line was, "I missed the part, but that's my problem." So, but anyways, when Peter like waits for his uncle, but then he realizes his Uncle Ben got shot, and he goes after the robber who stole Uncle Ben's car. He goes after him and he beats the living crap out of him. And when he like reveals himself, it was the same guy from the wrestling arena, the one that he shouldn't have stopped him. So it was too late. So now he realized he must take his powers, like with great power comes great responsibility. This film is like so epic. This film is so awesome. I really enjoyed this a lot, and I was really happy when I got out of the theaters. I saw this film with my family. They took me to see Spider-Man. We got good seats. It was awesome, epic, even funny scenes as well. But The real epic scene ever was during the fire scene where Spider-Man like dodged all the goblins' razor bats, like Matrix style. That was really much epic. And the biggest epic ever was during the almost the ending scene where between Goblin and Spider-Man just like fight off to the death, and of course the Green Goblin like beats the crap out of Spider-Man real bad. But then Spider-Man comes back up and just like boom, kicks his ass now until he like reveals himself as that Green Goblin is Norman Osborn. So this film, I'm gonna say this was a great film ever. I'm like really happy. I was like really happy. I was really enthusiastic with this film. Everybody loved it. It was the greatest. It was a great movie ever, and Sam Raimi did a great job on it. So I must say, to rate this film, I have to give it like I would say 95 out of 100. Give him credit, some 95 out of 100. Movie was great. It was epic. It was amazing. It was amazing. So that was a great movie ever. So the next time when I do my superhero movie review by next week is Superman 3. And this is P.M.R.Bonez88 signing off and saying is peace.